Miss, what are you eating? What's your pretzel for breakfast?
Well, it's lunchtime over here on the East Coast.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Sometimes my first meal of the day is lunch, though.
I gotta take pills in the morning.
And you gotta
Also,
have.
I get real cranky if I don't eat.
I'm the opposite. I have to take pills in the morning, and I shouldn't eat for 2 hours after
Mm,
taking them. So like, I usually set my alarm. I set an alarm for like 2 hours before I want to wake up, and the alarm goes off. I take my
that's
pills.
smart.
I go back to sleep. It's been like I thought it was gonna be really annoying, but I'm pretty good at falling back asleep. Like,
Mm,
not everyone is. Like, it wouldn't work for everyone, but I'm pretty good at it. And that's been great. Because before I would like, yeah, I'd wake up and I'd be like, I'd love to have breakfast, but I technically shouldn't eat for 2 hours.
mm,
And
dang.
yeah, and like I could do it. I guess I could take them like at night before I go to bed, but like it's just easier to do it in the morning. Cause
Now
like,
you're probably no finish, please.
oh, I was gonna say, cause like it's more consistent that way because I never know what my bedtime's gonna be.
Mm,
I don't know what my wake up time's gonna be either. But if I always wake up at like 5 in the morning and take my pill, then it's pretty much
you're set.
I'm pretty safe, except for like extreme circumstances. And then I'm probably not having breakfast because like if I'm waking up at 5 in the morning for something, I'm not gonna be eating breakfast.
Oh, I'm gonna be getting breakfast on the way. If here's the thing. If I'm have to show up before the sun rises, you better believe I'm stopping at Wawa for some breakfast and coffee.
Well, if there was a Wawa in California, that would be true for me too.
Uh,
There's
that is that is my new favorite expression for things that would make a perfect life that'll never happen. Like wishes, if wishes were horses.
if
Well,
LA had Wawas,
if LA had Wawas,
we'd all live as kings.
if frogs had wings, they would have bumped their butts when they hop. And if LA had Wawas, we'd all be happy. But you're probably
Um,
worried that I might not have enough pretzels because, like, I've got a pretzel 2 pack, but that's not a
Cubby,
lot of pretzels.
Cubby, Cubby, I'm concerned you don't have enough pretzels.
Yeah, that's very astute of you, Shoshi, and
Is
I
there
want to put
anything you
your
can do to alleviate my concerns?
yes. I can show you that I have even more pretzels here,
Oh, thank goodness.
and I'll probably talk about these because these are really really tasty.
Oh, are those the twisty ones?
Yeah, and they're
They're
buttery
so good. Why are they so good?
because they're buttery and they're bold. Look, it says right at the top, bold and savory.
And like the texture, the crispiness level of them is like, mwah. You can't get them here, as far as I know.
I have never heard of them before, and then Liz got me that bag to snack on here, and I was
Mm,
like, nice. And then I tried them, and I was like, oh,
mm. There's uh there's a similar brand out here at Sprouts that's pretty close, but is not as good as those ones. I miss Utz.
mm, Utz is a good chip.
Yeah, they're
I
my
love I
favorite.
love their kettle chips.
Yeah, I love their ridged plain chips are like the best chips for dipping in a dip and eating. Like
Mm.
they're like ideal for that.
Do you guys get herds out there, or is that also a limited distribution?
How do you spell it?
Herr?
Oh, I think so. I don't know. I mean, I know it. So like,
Yeah.
I don't know. I have to go back and look at I'm not sure.
Well, because it has its factory in PA, like Southeast, and I've for years been meaning to go take the factory tour.
Oh, that would be awesome. If you haven't
Yeah.
done it, when I come visit you, let's do that.
I think it would be a lot more fun to do that with you, so I probably will not be doing that without you.
So here's the thing, my good friend.
What?
So you've been gone for a while.
Yes.
You've been busy. I've been busy. So you may not know this, but we do this thing in the crafting show where we go live like a little bit before
The what show?
The crafting show. That's the name.
Never heard of it.
Well, you're on it now, and you're actually right in the middle of a secret show.
Oh, it's been said a bard's life can often be a hard life, or hill and dale to rove and always move from town to town. And some folk have inquired if ever we grow tired of ranging all around the world and never settling down.
But one should be a little wary of remaining stationary, 'cause comfortable is lovely, but it's not the way we grow. When life starts to unravel, pick up your pack and travel. You'll find a strange serenity in places you don't know. Wriggle-dee-dum-dee-doo-dah-terry-o-dee. There's so much to see beyond the open door. It's outward bound we go. Who knows what we'll find that we've never found before. Adventures waiting further down the road. It's waiting for you further down the road. You've got no map for showing which direction you are going.
But why start on a journey if you know where it will end?
And once you recognize,
To anticipate surprise, you'll relish every twist and turn that lies around the bend. Wriggle-dee-dum-dee-doo-dah-terry-o-dee-da-dee-da-dee. There's so much to see beyond the open door. It's outward bound we go. Who knows what we'll find that we've never found before. Adventures waiting further down the road. It's waiting for you further down the road.
the world has got its demons. There are many reasons why you'd find it harder to be brave than be afraid.
But every life could use some danger. Every friend was once a stranger. Ships are safe in harbor, but that's not why ships are made.
Wriggle-dee-dum-dee-doo-dah-terry-o-dee. Dee, a fwit-dee-dee-dee-dee. There's so much to see beyond the open door. It's outward bound we go. Who knows what we'll find that we've never found before. Adventures waiting further down the road. It's waiting for you further down the road. Lie, da, 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 da. Lie, da, 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 adventures waiting further down the road.
Let's go!
Lie.
Crafting, crafting, crafting with Joshi and Cubby. What will we make today? What is the dice of the day? Crafting, creating, collaborating. What would an octopus say? Trivia questions, hooray! Creating, clickbaiting, can't hardly waiting for the crafting show. A crafting show with Cubby and Shoshi.
That's us. We did
that's
it.
us. So
Wow.
some of you might be wondering where I've been for the last few weeks.
Cubby, where have you been for the last 2 weeks?
Well, I recently purchased a house.
What? A whole
And-
house?
A whole house.
Like a roof and everything?
I'm pretty sure.
How many walls?
Like a lot. There's some weird angles.
Cool.
There's like 9 walls in the bathroom. I don't understand it. And also, I was walking along and I found this door that wasn't there earlier, and I opened it, and it led into this purple room, which, if you measure the interior of this purple room and the interior of the rest of the house, this purple room would make the inside larger than the outside, and I haven't been able to escape.
Huh.
And everything's purple here.
At least
Except for
you
that.
have-
That was in my car.
At least you have internet.
Well, yeah, but it's, I'm not on Wi-Fi here.
Okay, that's even weirder.
Yeah.
Yeah. Huh.
Um,
Huh.
on
I
the bright
did-
side, the room keeps getting larger.
Oh.
You can see there's like a window shining light. That window wasn't there a couple of days ago. That's new. So,
Did you
know,
want a window there?
I don't. People ask weird questions when you get a house.
Yeah.
Did you want to? I mean, it's a window. What do you? I'm not going to argue with a window. Hey, you get out of here. I tried to do that in the kitchen, and that's why I'm trapped here.
Because the kitchen had the door out. Yeah.
Oh, wait, sorry. The real reason I'm trapped here is there's a contractor and he just called me, so I'll be right back.
Oh, okay, no problem.
Yeah.
So Cubby bought a house. The house is a fixer-upper, Great Bones. He'll probably explain this better. But yeah, he's got contractors at the house right now, so he needs to be there. But the house isn't like 100% set up, so he's gonna be calling in on his phone with phone internet. But his camera looks pretty good. So, but yeah, you may have to come and go because there's contractors there doing work on the house. Oh, that's so nice. Oh my gosh. Okay. Depending on what, I'm guessing you probably didn't send it to the new address because I don't know if he's giving that out yet because he's not really living there yet. He's still fixing it up. So it probably went to his old place. So he'll probably get it like this evening. when he goes home. What a nice thing to do. That's so awesome. Oh, I can't wait to see what it is. Should it be a surprise? Should we tell him about it when he gets back, or should I hide this comment? Because right now he's on his phone. Cubby can't see any comments because he's on his phone. So if there's anything that you want just me to know and not Cubby to know, just put that in the chat. And I'll have that knowledge, but I won't relay it to him. Or if there's any messages you want to specifically send to Cubby, let me know, and I will read it off for him. Oh, okay. All right, great. Oh, good. Well, then that'll be so nice when he gets back. So we're both back. Hooray, we missed it. I've been doing summer stuff at Theatricum. Cubby bought a house and also is doing this cool like storytelling gig in Philly. So that's kind of taken up our Wednesdays. Oh boy, he's back. Victoria London Fogg said that your housewarming present is supposed to arrive today. So you might get it today when you get home to the other house.
Excellent. I do have a surprise, and this time I'm not lying about a trans-dimensional room that I basically just stole from House of Leaves.
I read that book in an old house. I don't recommend that.
Nice.
It was too scary. Too scary.
Oh, no, I like that.
Too scary. Anyway, you were saying you have a surprise?
No, well, I'm going to tell you the part in the book that, like, kind of took me out a bit, like, and I think if it hadn't, it would have terrified me, was when he's reading the book in the dark and burning the pages he's already read.
Yeah.
Because, like, I have focus problems. I have ADHD. You can't just space out in that situation. It's horrifying.
Yeah. Plus you have to destroy a book. So sad.
Yeah. I mean, the book was maybe evil. Like, I don't know. I mean, most books I feel bad when they get pulped, but some. Yeah, that's true. Good point. But my surprise is, this is kind of an intense light hitting me right now. So I should probably put another light source in. So, watch out!
Do that sound effect again.
Watch out! I mean, light doesn't make sound.
Victoria London Fogg says they deliberately ruined a book once. I actually have two for crafting for like set design stuff. It was by Glenn Beck.
So yeah, that. Thank you for ruining that.
Yeah, I try if I'm gonna have to destroy a book for set design purposes. I'll try and destroy a book that's not important. I did have to cut a hole in a book to make a secret compartment once. That was fun and really hard. It's a lot of pages to cut through.
Yeah.
And it's hard.
Very hard. Because you gotta, if you go a little bit too far or a little bit not far enough on any single cut, it's gonna hurt you.
Yeah.
And and that's making the same cut like 300 times.
Yeah. So I have a fair amount of crafting I need to do today. I've got. Oh no! Wait. Okay. So sorry about that. Is that better?
Yeah.
I was like, the worst thing ever. I've got as you can see, I've got my crafting camera set up. So I might actually move over there right now and start crafting because I've just been so busy, and Corduroy show is this Friday, so I've got a lot of props I need to make.
Mm.
So I'm gonna move. I'm gonna bring this with me over here and put it here, and then yeah, there we go. Then you get the double view. So as you can see here, I've got, let me see if I can get a better view of that. Yeah, there we go. Can you tell what it is from there? It's kind of hard when it's not colored in.
It's a car, right?
It is. Yeah, we have a sketch that happens like in a auto mechanics place. So this is going to be set up on 2 chairs, so it looks like it's like up off the ground, and the person can like slide in and out underneath the car.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So, but I.
Are you
Give
okay?
me one moment. I just knocked everything off my table. Yeah, I just spilled everything off the table. Can you bring me a towel? Nothing broke. Cubby, can you just give me a moment? I'm just gonna clean everything up really quick.
Yeah, absolutely. So I don't have a crack today, but I did turn on a light earlier, and I can. Hi. I want it to be cool like Shoshi. So I got a ring light. And it's heart shaped because, well, here's the thing. The reason I don't already have a ring light, the reason I waited this long to get one is because I hate seeing those rings in people's eyes when they're lit by a ring light. It's actually like, I mean, also I did do like a bunch of theater lighting in college. I got real into it, and I've designed a few shows. I understand the basic concepts of what you want out of light, and a very, very bright light at the source is not the best way to light someone. Ideally, you want high 45s. But between the limitations and the fact that it wasn't really all that great of a solution, I kind of put off. But with the move, and I'll need to be making kind of a slightly more of a studio space in here. I was like, you know what? Let me get a ring light, but only if I can get a heart-shaped ring light. And I did. That's the
And you
engineer's
did.
line.
The brand on the car, it's a C. It's cord, because our sketch group is called Corduroy. So
Mhm.
it's a cord vehicle. It'll be more clear when it's painted.
Is it too late to change that brand name?
Ooh, what's your pitch?
Corduroy.
I like that, but I also like that I can do the same, like, kind of try to do the same lettering as the Ford oval and have it be word. But if it was like I like that for like a different thing.
I didn't picture the Ford logo though.
Oh
That
yeah.
really that makes cord work a lot more.
Yeah, like you can't really see what I see on my crafting camera on your phone, right?
You know, here's the thing about my eyes. They're not great.
Mine either.
I generally can't see what people. Sometimes people are like, quick, look at that, and I just don't bother because I'm not gonna. It's gonna be a lot of work, and I'm probably not gonna see it.
Yeah. No, I've had bad eyes since I was 7, and they've only gotten worse the older I get, and it definitely shows no signs of if my if my father is any indication, my eyes are only going to get worse the older I get.
Well, to be fair,
To be fair.
I dying was a big impact on his eyesight.
Yeah, that was the final blow.
Yeah.
But he did go blind. Both his retinas detached in his eyes, and he was blind in one eye. So
Dang.
yeah, he made real good use of what eyesight he had, though, and that's like a big inspiration to me.
I gotta, man. The whole concept of intelligent design.
Oh, intelligent design.
What an insult to God.
Yeah, agreed. Oh wait, sorry, 1 second. I gotta close the thing because noise is happening.
It's just I would not credit a deity that I worship with the design of such a hack job.
I mean, I guess, but then yeah, we're all just doing our best.
I mean, we are, but if this is the best God can do, then like, come on.
Fortunately with cataracts, they've gotten really good with the surgeries, and like a lot of times after cataract surgery, I hope this is what happens with your father. Sometimes after cataract surgery, like the person's vision is better even than it was like before.
Yeah. Well,
They've gotten really good with it.
Yeah, they've gotten so good they can basically like make sure the cornea is shaped nicely when they're done.
Yeah. So I'm hoping that's true for other things with eyes the older I get. Oh, no, that's too bad. I'm sorry. It's still post-surgery. Yeah. That's what my dad's eyes, the surgery for the retina detachment was successful in both eyes, but one eye developed scar tissue. And it's just a thing that happens sometimes. And like, if it happens, there's like nothing you can do. So some people's eyes are just meant to not be good.
Yeah.
I was one of my favorite books when I was a kid, not surprisingly, was A Wrinkle in Time.
Was what?
A Wrinkle in Time.
Oh. Yeah.
Like great book for a little nerd girl. It was actually like the first book I read. Like up until that I'd kind of been reading books that were like for, more for children.
Yeah, like picture books kind of thing.
Yeah, like a little more advanced than that, but like nothing with like deep concepts or like space travel or like a character that I could relate to, like nothing like that, and my local librarian, was like, "You might like this book," and I was like, but the author, Madeline Eagle, she also had very bad eyesight and was told as a child that there was a very good chance that she would go blind. She never did, but I read like a little like autobiography of hers, and she said that it made her pay very close attention to everything she saw because she didn't know how long she was going to have it. And I was like, oh, I'm going to try and do that as well. Like that might act like, so it's every time I like see something beautiful, I'm like, all right, try and remember this as much as you can, because you might not always be able to see it.
You know, it's weird because I've always had kind of the opposite reaction to that sentiment. Like a writer that I'm a big fan of, not that I'm not a fan of Langle, because she's incredible. But Keith Johnstone, who was a big improv dude, also there was a point when his eyesight was deteriorating. Doctors were like, well, we honestly don't know how bad it will get. You could lose your eye, stop degenerating. We just don't know. We'll know in a couple of years if you're or not. So he started drawing faces. He started drawing portraits because he wanted to remember faces better. And he was like, well, if I can't see faces again, I want to really have a great sense of the faces I've seen. And he learned some interesting things from that. Because
that's cool. I love that.
The way I heard it is he told me about, he noticed whenever he would do a portrait again for like 3 years. So like 1,000 portraits. And
wow.
He said, looking back, he would notice that whenever he had a really, really good picture, like he nailed it, the one after that would be terrible.
Interesting.
And it would take him a while to get back to that. And his theory was overconfident. Like he did a really good one, so the next one he did, it was like, oh, I'm good at this drawn faces thing. This is gonna be a problem.
Yeah.
But like I absolutely understand how precious our senses, our tethers to the world, to outside, to other people. But when I think about or when I think about losing a sense, I feel less inclined to not take it for granted, as I feel so appreciative for all the times I could just not think about it. It actually makes me very happy to take things for granted. It's a wonderful joy to just spend an entire day not thinking about your eyes.
Yeah. Cody, you have headphones in right now, yeah?
Yes.
Can you unplug them and replug them back in? Because I think the connection is a little wonky because I'm getting a little feedback.
Oh. Okay. I basically pushed the plug in. Did that help at all?
Talk a little and let's see.
Hello. This is my voice.
No, it's about the same. It's fine.
Sorry.
No, it's just, there's like ever so often there's like a little crackliness. But it might be on my end.
No, it's probably me. I have the cheapest phone I could get at the time, and I refused to upgrade it because that's how they get you.
It's how they get you.
It's how they get you.
They make the trash, and we have to deal with it. It might be. It might be. The mic might be rubbing up against your clothes. That might be what it is.
I had the ears in backwards. Maybe that was it. The mic's here.
Oh, okay.
So
It's a little better. I think it's a little better.
okay.
Okay, cool. Oh, you know what? I can also, you know what might help? Fun with settings. Fun with settings. Okay, Cubby, tell us a story.
What if I were to tell you that William Penn, who do you know from history that's rebellious? You know, somebody who breaks the rules because they feel the rules are not fair for everyone. Like George Washington fighting for independence, or Martin Luther King fighting for civil rights, or Rosa Parks fighting for equality. And just like those other rebels, William Penn is real. And for rebelling against the laws of his time, he gets thrown out of college and thrown into jail a lot.
Okay, William Penn's actually pretty cool, though.
Yeah, you
He's
said
one
tell
of the
me.
reasons why we supposedly have religious freedom in this country.
Yeah, he was a big fan of freedom of religion, freedom of speech, and fair trials.
Yeah.
Back in the time when that was a radical position to take.
I mean, I feel like maybe it is now still.
It's the pendulum of history. No, that's the very start of the first story I tell on the historic Philadelphia story strolls that I've done.
Heck yeah. What a great job for you.
Yeah.
I feel like eventually they could tap you to play Ben Franklin. What do you think about that?
No, it's not going to happen.
No?
No, I'd be a terrible Franklin.
Really?
I'm too tall and I don't want to shave.
Fair. Wasn't he pretty tall, though?
No, he was pretty average height.
Oh, I thought he was kind of tall.
I don't know. I don't actually remember how tall he is.
Maybe I'm just thinking of reenactors.
I might be thinking of 1776 and the fact that he has gout in his foot, so he's sitting down the whole time.
Oh, that's true.
I did get to see the statues of all of the signers of the Constitution for the first time recently.
Oh, where at?
The Constitution Center. They have bronze statues of everyone who signed.
Really?
Yeah, and they're just all hanging out. It's a reenactment of Independence Hall, so they've got like that style of chairs and tables, and they're just all there.
Huh.
Lafayette is shorter than I thought he'd be.
Oh, well, he's young.
Yeah, well, he was fully grown.
Yeah, but he was just a little baby.
He was a grown. It's not like he was James Forten, who became a privateer at 14 years old because he wanted to help America win its freedom.
Or Sybil Ludington, who at 16 rode further than what's his name, that other guy, to warn people about a British invasion.
Paul Revere.
Oh yeah, that guy.
There's a great passage about that in America the Book from The Daily Show.
Oh, about Sybil Ludington?
Yeah, where they say like Sybil Ludington, sometimes called the female Paul Revere, And then they go into the comparative details and they go, so I guess really we should be calling Paul Revere the male Sybil Ludington?
Ludington.
Ludington, thank you.
Yeah.
Ha ha ha, just kidding. That would be crazy.
That's good.
It was
really cool, though. She like hopped on a horse bareback and rode like literally all night on people, and then later a bunch of British troops were kind of like raiding houses in the area. So she was there with just like her and her 4 little siblings, like her parents were gone. They literally did the Home Alone trick. They like set up like silhouettes and like fake people in all the windows and like turned the lights on and moved around the house to make it look like there were a bunch of people in the house so the British didn't attack them. Isn't that amazing?
That is hilarious and awesome. And we're not even getting into the fact that Paul Revere, honestly, the ride of Paul Revere was not that impressive. He went like 10 miles and told one person, and then they were like, yeah, okay, I'll pass it on. He was like, cool, I'm calling it a night.
And then he got caught.
Let's just say he was no Caesar Rodney.
He was no Caesar Rodney. He didn't even have a goiter. He didn't even have a goiter on his face.
Cancer.
Yeah.
It was more. Yeah.
He rode 80 miles at night.
Yeah, it was that one of the stories I'll be telling this story is the ride of Caesar Rodney.
Oh, nice.
But it's hilarious because the Continental Congress is all like, oh no, we're a short shy on Delaware, and Brigadier General Caesar Rodney is fighting Tories in Wilmington with a disfiguring face cancer, and instead of sleeping after a hard day of battle, he rides 80 miles to Philadelphia so he can vote for independence, and New York still abstains.
Respectfully.
Freaking New York.
Courteously, that's it.
It's great because like the night before when they break up and they go to City Tavern, they're saying they're 3 states shy: Delaware, Pennsylvania. Oh wait, no. Delaware's divided, Pennsylvania's divided, New York abstains, and South Carolina still doesn't want to revolt. And I'm learning the story, and like the story covers the fact that Caesar Rodney rides through the night and is able to push the Delaware delegation from its tie into voting for independence. Pennsylvania, John Dickinson and Robert Morris both are no-shows because they were voting no. Or they were abstaining. Anyway, they no-show, so PA is now majority in favor. And I'm like, oh, wow, that was to the wire. But what happened with South Carolina? I said this out loud. And then, I remembered history. And I was like, oh, yeah. Never mind. That's why we don't mention it.
Yeah. But we should, really.
Well, that's why we don't mention it in that story.
Yeah, because you have a whole other story.
That is its own story. It's fun to be about, like, we almost didn't actually start the revolution. And talking about how close it was is great. It's a very different story to talk about all of the compromises, the moral compromises of the time.
Yeah. Because then you're almost like, maybe they should have waited.
No
Yeah.
compromise ever. I refuse to compromise. I refuse to comply. I don't even know. Good morning.
Look. I know you came in only hearing compromise and you took the hardest take you could and you ran with it. But considering that we're alluding to the 3/5 compromise, you are correct to hold your ground.
Yep. Like we could have held our ground, got that
Yes.
taken care of. We could have. We weren't on a strict timeline. And it's
Sure.
also good to cover that because if we could take a lesson from that and be like, you know what? Maybe it's worth, sometimes you don't want to compromise. Sometimes you want to do the thing because it turns out if you don't compromise in the beginning, it takes another 100 years before things get good. So,
Or more.
or more, or still many more. Yeah, there you go. Anyway.
So not long ago, I learned a fun fact about civil wars, which is usually when a country has a civil war, they rewrite their constitution to fix whatever caused it.
Mm-hmm.
And
We sort of did. We had some amendments.
There were compromises.
Yeah, but it was all implemented by Johnson.
They were all implemented by what?
Andrew Johnson, who was a big fan of the South.
Yeah. Mab, you're here. Kitty,
Hi,
you're
Mab. Kitty!
Hi.
Hey.
Wow, we
It's also
sound.
learning people. We've arrived.
What's the banging sound?
It's I have a guy in working on my kitchen window.
Cubby
Nice.
bought a new house.
Oh yeah, you're in a different place.
It's not a new house. It's a very old house.
It still sounds awesome, though.
It's new to you.
It's older than even I am.
What?
And
Yes.
Dinosaurs built the house?
No, it turns out there was a brief period of several million years in between the end of the rule of dinosaurs and the rise of Cubby. Not that the dinosaurs ever went away, let's be honest.
That's true. Anyone who says they're extinct is just not looking right.
Is being dumb. And anyone who says that dinosaurs aren't scary without feathers has never met a goose.
Wow.
Because
Like
that's
they
a
get.
somebody you can find if you search around on the internet. Some people have like made some scenes from Jurassic Park with like accurate dinosaurs with feathers and stuff, and they're terrifying.
oh yeah.
It's real scary.
Feathers do not mitigate horror. I think emus and cassowary have proved that reliably.
Like the wings of a bird, they can blind you. Like they use they're sharp. Like feathers are sharp. They can cut. They're scary, man.
Feathers are incredible. The specialization that have evolved, that feathers have evolved into, like, oh man, I was thinking about this the other day. Have you ever like seen a demonstration where like somebody takes a flight feather and flaps their arms with it, and you can hear it struggle against the wind, like you can hear it moving the air?
I haven't seen that specific demonstration, but I have myself played with fans made of feathers.
Well, then they do it with an owl feather.
Oh, and there's like no sound.
There's no sound. It moves just as
Ah.
much air, but it's silent.
That's cool
Oh wow.
and terrifying. Have you ever seen, like, we've all seen those videos of like how owls can like radically morph their shapes?
Yeah.
Well, to be fair, it's because like most of what looks to be an owl is just fluff.
Yeah, but they can like stretch themselves out really tall and like put their feathers up and they look like a freaking vampire. And you're like, well, that's where all those forest monster Mothman stories come from. It's just freaking owls. They're scary.
That is true. They are a little scary.
There's some weird owls out there.
You know, I'm torn because I think owls are cool, but there are some cultures that feel that they are omens of ill. They're very bad luck. You can't even look at like fake owls.
And I'm like, I kind of get it.
Right.
Yeah, they're creepy death. They're death spirits, but cats are too, and they're pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Speaking of cats, I really wanted to show off. I really wanted to come and show off my little kitten. Her name is Magnet, but unfortunately, we just found out this week she's got a little case of the ringworm.
Ooh.
Oh no!
Very, very common in like rescue cats.
Yeah.
So she's quarantined right now. So we're trying to spend as much time as possible with her. Like we put aprons on and wear gloves and like washing our hands. I mean, it's the same, ringworm is the same fungus as athlete's foot. So like
I
it's
had
treatable.
ringworm when
Like,
I was a kid. It's no big deal.
yeah, it's like totally treatable, but like I don't want to get it.
Right.
Yeah, but like, because like 7 days after you get it, you die.
Well,
The-
I came back.
Oh, you're confusing it with the ringworm. This is just
Oh.
regular ringworm.
I was thinking of Gringu worm.
Yeah. So I won't be bringing her out because she's got to stay in her little quarantined little room. But she's doing really well, and we're playing with her as much as possible, and like cuddling her as much as she can. And in a couple weeks, she'll be all better.
Oh.
Yeah,
Yay.
it happens. It happens. But she doesn't have any other parasites, which is nice. But she was like a real, like rescue. We didn't get her even from a shelter, like we still got it. We got her first vaccination, and then when she's older, we'll go back and get the rest of them and everything.
Yeah, cats are lucky. They don't need landlords.
They don't need
That
what?
would have been landlords. That would have been funnier if I said it right after you said she doesn't have any other parasites. But
Oh, yeah. That was good. Let's pretend you did, because that was funny.
yeah, you know who else doesn't have a landlord?
Who?
You that guy.
That guy. Now you are the lord of the land.
True.
Master of my domain. I mean, not
In the
master.
land of the lords.
And the lords of the land.
Thank you, Francis Scott Key.
It would be funny if, like, we all just started calling because landlord has sort of like, it's become a term where we've sort of forgotten its original meaning, that it came from like literally the people who used to own the land, like were literal lords.
Yeah,
And I mean, it would be funny if we like started calling them. I must pay the my house tax to my lord for allowing me to live in this house.
We should not. They'll bring back Prima Nocturne.
I also must. Yeah, I'll get laid.
Oh, I heard you got married.
Just got to make sure she's not virginal.
How traditional are you? You know what I mean.
It's
You
I
might
like
say
that
was a bit of a
especially since
sick move.
my current landlords are a lovely gay couple, so I don't
So
know.
you're safe, but Nick is pretty cute.
He's
So-
pretty cute. That's what I'm saying. We did just get engaged.
Well, don't let your landlords know.
That's right. So Mab and Kitty, who just joined, I'm working on some props for the upcoming Corduroy show. This is we have a scene in like an auto mechanics area. So this little car thing is going to be like up on 2 chairs up high so that
Nice.
the actor can like slide in and out from
Oh,
underneath it. Yeah.
You're
But yeah,
adorable.
I got a lot of props to do today, so I'm just going to be working on this the whole time as much as possible.
And
I'm in
I
Mugtown.
don't have a craft.
We're
Because
proud of the house.
yeah, but I didn't realize the guy would still be working on the window. So, and I don't like strangers. So I'm in the purple room.
It's so cool that you have a purple room.
Yeah, it came this way too. I didn't even have to paint it purple. I mean, it could be purplier. Like I really feel like a darker purple with the contrast would be nice.
Ooh, yeah. Because does the wood paneling, does your wood paneling go all the way up, Cubby?
Yeah.
Or is it
What
one of those
is your
like
policy on glitter?
a halfway up the wall wood panel?
Yeah, wainscoting?
Yeah.
No, take a look.
Dang. Now that's some paneling.
It goes all the way up.
That's right. Goes all the way up and makes a ceiling of itself.
Woof.
That doesn't work as well as I thought it was going to when I first said it in the brain.
Mm.
That's all right.
So,
I'm glad you tried them.
Thank you. Thank
do you
you.
want to see some of the stuff I've been working on?
Yes, please.
So, I've been trying to learn how to use Procreate more and more. And I started doing, this is a tutorial I started doing.
Whoa.
Oh, you can't really. it's not
I
this deep.
can. That's gorgeous.
Yeah, there's going to be more path and rocks at the bottom.
Oh, here, wait. Let me make you
Oh, yeah.
big. There we go. Oh, dang. Look how good that looks.
Thanks.
It's like impressionistic almost.
Yeah.
I love it.
And then, whoops. And then I got really into mandalas.
Oh, nice. Yes.
Ooh.
I love that function.
The
Kaleidoscope
radial,
mirror, whatever it's called.
yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Wait, so did you make those mandalas?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
I'm
That's
gonna maybe start another one right now.
Yeah, I think you should. Mab, what are you working on?
I'm in Mugtown.
Mugtown.
Mugtown. I'm working on the order for AbsFest mugs.
Oh yeah, when is AbFest this year? May. It's coming up soon, right?
Yeah, it's like in a couple of weeks. It's like 21st, I think. I'm not positive.
Amazing.
Oh, you know what? Got a phone. I can look that up.
Some of the most fun I've ever had has been at AbsFest.
I've somehow never gone. I've known about AbsFest for like over a decade and I've never made it.
That shocks me. I feel like you would be such a good fit there. That's so funny.
Right?
I know Paulo Nata told me about it about a billion years ago, but I just
Well,
I
it's
don't know.
hard because it depends. Like a lot of Ren fairs happen during that time too. So
Yeah, that's what I was trying to get at. I knew it about it before Ren Fairs when I could actually go, but still never made it.
Yeah.
One thing or another.
Yeah, it's a real good time, and it's gotten like really big in the last. I mean, it's always been pretty big, but like it's only getting bigger. Isn't that true, Matt?
Every year we think we're gonna not do any more.
Ha ha ha.
But
Oh.
you know, because it's like always scary because it's a big expense, and if they don't make the money, then you know,
That's the big expense.
right? And you know, they pay for the event, pays for lodging for performers,
Yeah,
which is unusual for most of these festival events.
that's true.
Not for like all the performers, but like if you want to stay in one of the two group houses, one's the Hostel, Bon Paul and Sharky's, which is awesome, and then the other one is called Awesome Town South, which is Claire Dima's house. And then I think there was like last year we went to, and they were repainting the floor in part of the hostel, and the fumes were so bad that people couldn't stay in the room. So then Anta had to pay for an Airbnb. And that was like an unexpected expense.
How is Claire doing? Because I know she was affected by the flooding, right?
I think she's doing okay actually, because I don't think that her house proper was destroyed.
Oh, okay.
You know, it's just, you know, a lot of stuff on the land that she lived on.
Okay.
But she's still.
I'm not really on Facebook anymore, so I miss all those updates.
Yeah, that's smart. I'm trying to not be on Facebook myself, but
I had to get rid of it. I was just not okay. Like, and I'm doing better now, but I haven't looked at it in months now.
Yeah. Oh, I guess Cubby.
Yeah, I just
Well,
noticed.
Cubby's coming and going because he's got like a contractor at his house.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Put
But
him
I'm
on
glad
the show.
I miss him.
I know. It's good to have him back.
Tell him his contractor can be on the show too.
Yeah.
I mean, he's making things.
Yeah,
Yeah, right?
exactly. Amazing. Let me see. Mab, what? Oh, did you figure out? I know last week you were working on picking which design you were going to do for the AbsFest mugs.
Yes. Are you cool?
What was the final decision?
So the problem I was having was the artwork it had a lot of pink in it, and Sublimation doesn't do pink very well. But I did some tricksy stuff, and then here you go. There she is.
Oh, I like it.
Kind of
The
pinkish.
colors turned out really nice. Here, I'm gonna get. Let me make you big. 1 sec. I'm gonna come over to the laptop here.
Bigging it myself. There it is. Focus.
There we go.
Focus on her.
Yeah, look how good the colors look.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for some reason it doesn't want to focus on her, but then the back is kind of nice. Why don't you focus on this? It's the only thing in the screen. There's a little heart with flowers in it. And little flowers down there.
Cute.
Yeah. So that I am making 60 of them, and I currently have. Wow. Okay. That box is 36, so 30. I have 30, so I'm halfway done.
Amazing. Oh, you have to do 60.
Yeah.
Whoo, that's so many.
Yes, it is. I don't have one. So 60. Yeah, I'll just keep going.
Amazing.
So I'm going to finish this case. Ugh. And then I'm going to have to start on another one. Yeah.
I love getting a little glimpse into where everyone is located every week.
Right?
It's nice to get a little peek into your house, Mab, and like Kitty, you never know where you're gonna be.
Oh, you want to
And
peek into my house? Lots of stuff.
Whoa, it's nice.
Are you in Arizona right now?
I am.
Nice.
Heck yeah. I'm gonna put on some music and maybe let's do a little quiet crafting for a little while. Does that sound good to everybody?
Mhm.
We've got Cubby hanging on in the background. Give him a.
Oh, he's probably got something to say.
Do we? Where is he?
Boop, boop. He's waving his little hands.
Oh, I don't see it. Can you bring him in?
Cubby, if you.
Oh my
can
gosh,
give us
there he
some
is.
love.
Oh my gosh, there you are, Cubby. I'm so sorry. You dropped low. You dropped.
Dimension.
I couldn't. I'm so sorry. I couldn't see you. I didn't know you were there. I'm so sorry. There's like your picture was like below where my screen was, so I didn't know you were there. I'm so sorry.
No, it's fine. It's been a long time since you've been able to really see me.
Hear me.
I'm so glad you saw me.
Okay,
I was so worried.
so y'all, what happened was the contractor who is the boss of the dude who's in my house right now texted me to say that he's finishing up and I needed to pay. So I had to do that, which dropped me.
We
And
forgive you.
I also wanted to see how far if he does finish up before it does look like he might be done in the next half hour or so. So I might be able to give y'all a little tour of the house.
Oh, that would be awesome. Hubby, I'm guessing
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask a question. It's okay if the answer is you don't happen to have trivia cards with you, do you?
No.
Okay, no problem. I have trivia. Would we like to play some trivia? Or
Mm-hmm.
do we want to do a little
Well, if I was gonna say, I know you would like to do some quiet crafting, Shoshi, because you want to finish that car.
I would like to finish this car, yeah.
Yeah, so let's do quiet crafting for a little while because I'm probably gonna have to disappear to say goodbye to the guy and stuff. So if that's all done in time, I'll just make big gestures and let you know that I can take you on a tour.
I love this. I love
would
this.
too.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so let's do. Okay, we have our little banner for quiet crafting. Oh shoot, my laptop's about to run out of battery. Oh no, 1 second.
No, I
Give me
will
one
say,
moment. Disaster.
while you do that, I can help with the banner button. Boop. Maybe. I don't fucking know what I'm doing. I'm making it up as I go.
What?
Tribute-
It was just me. No, I'm just kidding. It's all of us.
I thought you had like a banner thing, crafting formats, and trivia, costumes.
One of the best things about the crafting show is how professional we are. I'm always prepared.
Yeah.
Why you no charge?
I don't know,
Well-
man.
My laptop's getting old.
All I know is I'm barely here. So
Yeah, same.
And I'm barely there. And
I'm,
together,
trying
we're there.
to exist like a person.
Okay.
I don't know what I'm doing.
I've been trying to not exist as a person, but it doesn't go away on its own.
Look who I got.
Oh, look at that cat.
Diego.
Look at that beautiful gingery cat.
It's the Diego. Oh, he says bye.
What a beauty.
I can't wait to see yours.
Yeah. As soon as she's able to, like,
Yeah.
I could pop on some gloves and an apron and bring her out real quick. But I
No.
also I think it's better for her to just like be in the one room and think that that's
Yeah.
her world.
Yeah.
Don't need
Yeah.
to make her perform for us.
She's pretty
Would-
cute though. She's so cuddly.
Would you be able to upload any of the very charming videos you have of her?
Oh, yes, I should. I will definitely upload. Yes, to the Reddit, I for sure will.
You mean Discord?
Discord. That's what I mean.
That'd be crazy
I'm
if we had a Reddit.
I'm very good with technology. I didn't know if you knew this.
You know what? Honestly, I think you're ahead of the curve. I have
Yeah.
a feeling in 100 years, Reddit will be a generic term for electronic places of discourse.
Yeah, it's like a Band-Aid, or it'll be a Schenectady.
Kleenex. A Xerox.
Cubby.
Viagra.
So I got power, but my laptop's a little frozen right now, I think because the battery was so low. Mab, I know you said you were gonna get the banner.
I can't find it anywhere. Where is it?
It's in the banners.
The ticker
Oh.
tapes.
Banners.
Yeah.
High rocks. If you're nasty.
Quiet crafting. And then if you could put on any sort of music, that's usually what we do. Thank you, Mab, for helping out with this.
That's
We're a
where I'm a
team.
champ.
Teamwork. Teamwork works when you work with the team.
Is that the one?
Working. That's hosed by excellence. A combination that can't be beat.
They should sponsor us. Yeah, I need to do a cache cleaning thing on my laptop or a PRAM thingy. I haven't done one of those in a while, and that might help the situation.
Yeah, my laptop is super old.
I like my old laptop. One of the reasons why I usually buy Macs is they tend to last for a good decade. And I think this one's I think this one might be over a decade old, and it's still trucking, still working pretty good. I think I just need to do that, the cache cleaning thing, and then that'll sort it out. Or it might be time for a new one. We'll see. We'll see.
See what the Genius Bar folk have to say about it.
Yay, the ticker is working. And then, am I still frozen? I am. Yeah. I don't know if you can do where's the music? Is it in the media assets? I think it is.
Fine. Can you not hear it?
No. Does anybody else hear it?
I hear it.
Really?
How do you not hear it? That's crazy.
Probably because, okay, no, that's good. It's probably because I'm slightly frozen and I'm not caught up to but good. As long as it's playing, that's good. Thank you. I just can't hear it. Then I shall stop talking and continue.
Cubby, can I come visit? Yes, he does. Okay. All right. Do you need help done on the house? Because I do things.
Well, I don't really know what the timeline is for the house. This will be the guest room. Or the Trivatorium. Possibly both.
There's the music.
He's that.
Also, if anyone, not sponsored, but seriously, these are such good pretzels.
Tell me more, Cubster.
Oh, well, I should get my
That's a testimonial right there. They're so good, I can't tell you how good they are.
They've got bold and savory spices, which you don't expect from pretzels. So it's a little stick pretzel. It's got great crunch. It's very buttery, and then it's got savory. Just tastes good.
Is it
Not in a
Utz?
recognizable way.
Is it Utz?
Yes, Dots.
Dots is the name of the company that
Dots are insane. I don't even like pretzels, but I have a bag of those in my house right now.
Ah.
This is the first time I tried them.
They're so good.
They're confusingly delicious. It's I was not expecting any of this, and I'm very happy it happened in my mouth.
All right. So we'll send Dots a clip of this show and see if they send us some pretzel
Merch.
merch. Yeah. For the
Swag
poor
is
people
the
watching
thing.
our show right now.
I'm gonna go
Swagger.
back to mute while all the construction is happening.
Oh yeah, that's probably a good idea. Heck yeah.
What is
Cubby,
your last name?
I know you're on mute. I'm just gonna read you what Victoria London Fog just posted. I was not expecting any of this, but I'm very glad it happened in my mouth. Moriarty at some point, probably. Accurate.
At some point, that's practically my catchphrase.
What did you got generate? The mirth and whimsy. I actually laughed just now, which was great.
Yeah, it's bigger. We need more laughter in the world.
Oh, hi.
So
If
yesterday,
anyone was wondering, I still have 2 cats.
yay, here's the other one. Who has a name, but I don't remember that name. Jasper, yeah, that's right. So yesterday, I know we're quiet crafting, but I still have a story to tell. Yesterday, a friend of mine. Let's see, there needs to be a more exposition. Nope, I'll just start there. Yesterday, a friend of mine came over and just kept me company while I was working on stuff. This is a thing that helps me stay on task in a weird way.
I totally know what you're talking about.
And apparently this is a thing called body double.
Yeah.
And that seems like a really weird term for that. I would like to call it something else.
It's just community. That's all that it is. It's because humans were like designed to work together in groups and to like. That's what it is.
Okay, but what if we call it body doubling to the tune of body moving? Body doubling, body doubling, body doubling. Does that help?
Yes.
Yeah.
It does.
Yeah, it helps me visualize it a little better. Thanks, Kevin.
Yeah, it is actually very fun.
I didn't expect all of that to happen in my mouth, but I'm glad it did.
And the thing is, I didn't want my friend to have to like lift things and move boxes or do any of that, you know? I just wanted to give them coffee, a place to sit and hang out, and have them tell me stories
Yeah.
about stuff.
Yeah. That's like how it's supposed to be.
And I guess, you know, people listen to podcasts or audiobooks now for that kind of thing.
Yeah, I do that, but it's not the same.
I like the interaction. And
Yeah,
I thought about streaming, but I'm like, I'm on this channel a lot as it is.
Ah. Well, I mean, it's one of the reasons why I love the crafting show. Like, I literally would not get all these crafts done and have as much fun doing them if I wasn't able to, like, be on here with all of you and have the chat, and it's great.
Right.
But in person is ideal, I do think.
Agreed.
Can't always be possible, but when it is,
I mean, I guess it could be like if you're watching a live Twitch craft stream like ours and people interact with us, but it's like I would have to stop and type. Now, if I was working on when I was working on my computer, I could do that.
right.
I was dropping in on the craft show listening.
Oh yeah, that's what I love. Bless you.
Thanks.
Yes, salute. Personally, I have trouble, but that's also because, like,
Because you're like a squirrel person?
well, I don't really exist when I'm alone. It's like a different state, and that's usually what I'm used to working in. So, like, I have to deal with both whatever I'm doing and being healthy. Which I usually don't have to worry about that if I'm working on something.
Yeah.
Is there
I
a name
identify
for
really strongly with the me seeks.
I do too, actually.
I think a lot of us do.
I too have often said I've been along for way too long and it's getting weird and I don't like it.
I was thinking that just yesterday.
Actually, I'd love to be a me seeks. Just pop up, help somebody with something, and then go away. That's a perfect life.
I'd be like, hey, I mean, can they do like complex tasks, like find me a job?
They'll
Yeah,
stick around until they can.
They can't disintegrate until they have achieved the goal, no matter what the goal is. In that episode, they
Yeah, I
have
remember.
best find self-actualization and just barely shaved a couple of strokes off of Jerry's golf game. He almost destroyed everyone.
And they made Summer popular at school.
And
Yeah.
Beth became a more complete woman.
Yeah.
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 I'm liking how this car is looking.
Okay.
I'm happy with it, I
So
think.
maybe they can help me find a job.
Yeah.
You will find a job, Mav. I know it. I feel it. And it's going to be soon. And it's going to be not
No.
great. But then very soon after, you will find a great job. I feel it. Putting it out there.
My friend works in tech, was telling me they posted an ad. Not even 24 hours later, 1,700 applications.
I believe it.
1,700. Out of those, they only were able to look at about 100. And out of those 100, there were like half a dozen overqualified candidates, perfect candidates. So that's 1,600 resumes that didn't even get looked at. Within 24 hours, they basically had the role filled. Oh, and then 1,700 that they filtered out all of the obvious spam and, recruiter.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, that's about the same as acting.
Well, how do you feel about wearing a lot of layers? Because you could always find someone with the job you're looking for and show them and wear their skin.
I'm not entirely opposed to it. But being president of the United States would be a very difficult one to, body double there. So.
On the bright side, nobody's going to notice erratic behavior.
That's true.
Clearly.
I mean, Mav, if you want to body double the president, I'm all for it.
I can't do worse. Even if I literally tried.
there should be a Weekend at Bernie's animated movie, Weekend at Bernie's style animated movie where Trump has a heart attack, but absolutely nobody wants Vance to be president, so they just prop him up and pretend.
Puppet him around.
Yeah, I mean, the result is with Trump dead, he's the perfect president because he just shuts up. He doesn't say anything, and everyone's like, "Oh, he's so wise now." His approvals are going through the roof. America becomes a paradise, and all it takes is one
That's
little bullet.
I'm actually, Soch, I'm gonna turn your craft cam off, unfortunately. Oh no,
There
it's
it
back.
is.
Okay, there it is.
Yeah, I was trying to fiddle with it. I don't know quite what happened.
I don't think everything in this situation is due to one person. So
Oh no!
that the current, yeah. So I think that's kind of where
I just think it would be
a
a funny movie. Yeah.
I mean, comedy, right?
I just want to make a funny movie. That's all.
I just want to make a funny movie.
That's all this has been about this whole time.
Well, I mean, at least that movie would be made in America. Ah. I really like this crafting music.
Yeah, this one's pretty good.
It's kind of like, I guess, a video game in a weird way. Like,
Yeah.
nothing.
Very chill video.
Edition, definitely.
Like Mario and Donkey Kong have a bunch of errands to do.
Today's show is brought to you by technical difficulties. And the brilliant people who deal with them.
Technical difficulties. Because when you want,
It's what you want.
What you want? Oh, Cubster.
and that's been a message from Technical Difficulties.
Yeah.
Look on the bright side of the show. At least the show was brought to them by wheat and wheat byproducts.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, wait, you guys, this week is a Mad Labs. I just remembered that. Because I was sick last week. Technically, I'm sick this week too, but I will fucking do it.
What you
What's
gonna do?
happening? What's happening in Mad Labs?
So, I'm vending at Cabs Fest this year, and I need to set up my vending table prototype. You know, figure out what I'm doing, how it's going to be set up, and everything. So I thought I would do, you know, like set up the thing in my live stream space so that people can like see what goes behind figuring out how to set things up, I guess.
That's fun. I like that.
Yeah, and no guests this week on Mab Labs, unfortunately.
Do you
But
want
next
one?
month, I normally do guests. Which is great, you know, because it's like, oh, how do you do the thing that's really awesome? And
Do you want a guest?
I do want to get this vending space set up, so I kind of have that planned for this week. But if you have guest inclinations for future Mab Labs to do a little talk about digital tablet work and Procreate biz,
Oh, that would be a cool subject for one of the shows.
maybe next month, June. In June,
Sure.
yeah. First Thursday of June.
Matt, the vending show sounds very cool, but when you first said it, I misheard it, and I thought you were going to be vending.
Me too. I was like, ooh, what are you vending?
Yeah, I was like, what vending? No, that's impossible. Wait, balloon network? Oh, vending. That makes
I'm bending the
more
rules
sense.
a little bit, maybe.
Oh.
I see.
In so much as I don't know what I'm doing, don't know what I'm doing. I'm making it up as I go along.
How's that song coming?
That's the extent of it.
Sounds great. Love it. Perfect. No notes.
I haven't done any other work. Yeah, my brain just hasn't been there. I was not well last week during the crafting show. I was like,
Really? I didn't know that.
I had to nope out really hard, really fast.
Oh no, I'm so sorry.
I was like, oh, I gotta go, I'll be right back. And I thought I would be right back, and I left Nina. Nina was here crafting, thinking this. Otherwise, it would have been like an empty screen.
The universe just didn't want the show to happen last week.
Oh,
But we did it anyway.
it
We
did.
don't follow the rules.
Take that, universe.
Yeah, you can't tell me what to do.
Except that it is. Oh.
I'm really worried I'm gonna get sick soon just because I've been kind of running on fumes between theatricum rehearsals and this Star Trek gig, which I love. The Star Trek gig is so cool and so fun.
What's
But it
your
also
Star Trek
goes
thing?
but I also don't get home till 3:30 in the morning.
Yikes.
And then I've been having rehearsals at like 9 a.m. So it's
Oh.
Ah.
I've gotten some sleep, lots of naps. But yeah, I'm really trying to take as good care of myself as possible because like if I'm gonna get sick, it's gotta happen after all this is over, not during.
What is your Star Trek gig?
Oh, so Universal Studios Hollywood out here, the theme park, is doing a fan fest night. So they have kind of like how they do for the Halloween show. They close at 6 and then they reopen at 7, and they're open from 7 till 2 a.m. And
Wow.
they have like all these special areas you can go to. So there's a Dungeons and Dragons one. There's a Back to the Future one. There's One Piece. There's Star Trek, and then like a couple other ones I don't remember. There's like 6 or 7 different areas, and they're all like interactive experiences, and they have like food from the Star Trek show and like D&D food, and I'm in the Star Trek area, so I'm playing like a Star Trek character, and I have a little scene, and it's
That's so cool.
awesome. It's very, very cool. I can talk more about it when like more specifics when the event is over, because like some very, very cool things happen. Or if you search for it, if you search for like Universal Fan Fest Night Star Trek on Instagram, you might see video of me, because like people are allowed to take video and put it out, but I'm not allowed to like talk about it
Of course.
because I'm on the inside. But you can see some of the awesome things that have happened if you troll the internets. If you troll the internets for it, there's some good pictures of me on the set and like doing stuff. But it's so fun. But it goes until May 18th, and then it's done. But it's been incredibly popular, so I have a feeling they're going to bring it back every year, because their nighttime events have been very popular. Like the Halloween show is huge, and then they have Grinchmas, but they don't really have anything during this time period. So like the fact that this time of the year, and it's been very popular. So I would be very surprised if they didn't bring it back next year.
Right, and it's not really a seasonal thing, so they could have it year round.
They could have it year round. I don't think they would, because I think it would mean they couldn't do Halloween Horror Nights, Christmas, if it happens in like that area of the park. But yeah, I think they're definitely gonna. I'd be very surprised if it didn't turn into a yearly thing because of how popular it's been. There's some pretty cool merch too,
Cool.
which I may or may not be able to get. But my partner's gonna come see me, so I might be like, go into the store and see if there's any cool merch you can buy me. Because like,
Whoa.
I can't really see the show. Like, I wish I could. I wish I could see the D&D one and the Back to the Future one. They sound really cool.
Holy shit, you guys, it's raining.
In Arizona?
Dang.
Yeah.
What?
It happens every now and then.
There's a bunch of little children right now that are born and raised in Arizona, have never seen rain, that are like freaking out right now. All right. How are we on the quiet crafting front?
Flush the urn!
What?
Somebody flush the urn!
Flushed the earth.
Titty.
I'm pretty much done with this car. Do we want to do some? How are we feeling? Do we want to do some trivia? Do we want to keep?
How about a tour? Is it tour
Yeah,
time?
because we're almost done.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Amazing.
I'm pretty sure this guy is not going to be done before 2:30.
Yeah. No tour. I suspected.
Next time.
Delayed
I'm
for.
optimistic. Oh.
Okay, so I'll get rid of this, and
I don't know. I like the music. Keep the music.
okay, I'll turn it down like a little bit. Yeah, I do like this music. Yeah, it adds a chill mood. So what I'm gonna do is I gotta read a passage from the Complete Color Harmony book.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
So we were on, let's see, I think we did green last time. Orange, green. Okay, so now we're on blue. wait, we did blue last time. Purple. We're on purple. For the purple room.
Yes. Like a lilac.
Turned out perfectly. All right, so this here. Bum, bum, bum.
Now I'm missing purple.
So this is purple from the Complete Color Harmony book. Purple. Purple could be called the Delusions of Grandeur color. Oh, wait, 1 second. I gotta take this banner off. There we go. Okay. Purple could be called the Delusions of Grandeur color. Historically, purple was so difficult and expensive to produce that it could be worn only by society's creme de la creme. In ancient Rome, the elusive color was reserved for Caesar, triumphant generals returning from war, and Roman senators. The higher one's rank, the more purple he was allowed to display. Even today, U.S. soldiers who are wounded in combat receive a Purple Heart for their sacrifice. So it's no wonder that purple is associated with wealth, royalty, and extravagance. But there is a spiritual side as well, since purple later became the color of ecclesiastical robes and the fringe of prayer shawls in Judaism. Perhaps purple's color composition has something to do with blending the excitement of red and the tranquility of blue. It's therefore considered the color of compromise or striking a happy medium. People who wear purple are thought to be nurturing, passionate, and eager to please. Purple suggests very different emotions depending on its shade. The darkest plum has funeral overtones and can be depressing and solemn. In many countries, it replaces black as the official color of mourning. But plum has an air of mystery and magic as well, giving it an elusive quality that adds to its moneyed appeal. Royal purple, with its noble heritage, also suggests affluence and status, but without the aloofness of the darker hues. Because of the abundance of red in their composition, bright fuchsias carry the most energy. Those are happier, more exciting colors, while violets and lavenders have a romantic, nostalgic quality. Also gay-coded. Because of purple's mixed messages, you'll rarely see it in food packaging at the supermarket or in big-ticket purchases such as cars or appliances. In decorating, purples can be very dramatic and sensual, often adding an old-time Hollywood kind of glamour. Since lavender is a delicate, tranquil color, it is often used in bedrooms. Both the color and the scent from the lavandula plant are used homeopathically to encourage sleep. Creative people, especially artists and designers, are said to love purple, and it's a consistently big hit with children. Purple.
I like it.
I think that purple room is a good room for you, Cuppy.
My bedroom is that similar color, Cuppy.
Nice.
It's a nice shade of purple, your purple room.
You got me thinking about food wrapping. Aren't Cadbury candy bars aren't they purple and gold or something like that?
They might be.
Oh, the fancy chocolates. Fancy chocolates like purple.
True. All right, and then let's do some trivia.
Yeah.
All my trivia cards fell off the table. So I had them in a nice order. So let's see if I can get them back in a better order. I think we already read that one. All right. I think we haven't read this one yet. Oh, no, we did. Okay. I'll find it, everybody. I'm on the case. Okay. Here's a weird. All right. We're going to do this one. Trivia. 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 We ask questions and then we hear the answers. Trivia. If you've never played before or just need a refresher, we're all playing together. Put your answers in the chat. If anyone says the wrong answer, we all lose. If anyone says the right answer, we all win. Hey.
Hooray!
Okay. Which is farthest west? Atlanta, Cincinnati, or Detroit? It doesn't say what the starting point is.
What were the cities again?
Which is farthest west? Atlanta, Cincinnati, or Detroit? I assume they mean the American Atlanta, Cincinnati, and Detroit.
Yeah. I'm gonna say Atlanta.
Yeah, Detroit seems like the right answer, but it seems like a trick, so it must be Atlanta.
It's a trick.
Or as some people call it, Hoplanta.
Atlanta's fairly far west, but I don't.
Yeah,
I
but
think
also
Cincinnati.
remember how the map is, how maps are.
I think it's Cincinnati though, because Cincinnati is actually very close to Kentucky. It's like right on the border.
It is all the way there in the corner, but like also the East Coast has that slope to it.
Yeah.
And
I mean, Detroit is farther west than Cincinnati.
I don't know if it is.
Ohio, right?
Yeah, but it's like the edge of Ohio.
it's right down there in the corner, the southwest corner of Ohio.
Whereas like Detroit is right at the bottom of what's that lake?
Michigan?
Yeah, that one. I think it is. I think it's Cincinnati. Well, we'll all find out. Arts and entertainment. What comedian served up a bestseller with fried green tomatoes at the Whistle Stop Cafe in 1987?
Betty Flack was a comedian?
So, like, it's whoever wrote Fried Green Tomatoes at the Whistle Stop Cafe.
Betty Flack. It's a great book.
It is.
Steve
Great
Harvey.
movie. Yes.
Here's the thing. I think it's a good movie and a great book.
I mean, it's rare when a movie is as good as a book. There are a few out there, but it's pretty rare.
Yeah. Sometimes, rarely, the movie is better.
Rarely.
Big Fish. Movie was better.
Big Fish was an enjoyable movie.
Yes. And it was a cute little wisp of a book.
Mother Night by Kurt Vonnegut. The movie is better.
I keep meaning to read and watch that from your
It's kind of relevant for our time.
Yeah.
So it'd be interesting to. I should rewatch it actually.
I think
Can you post
that might be a reason I keep
Discord?
putting it off.
Can you post the name of this book and movie on the Discord? Because I would like to.
Oh yeah, I
enjoy
will.
it.
I will. History. What cell phone firm did Linus Torvalds credit with boosting Helsinki's self-esteem?
honestly, Nokia. Like, that's got to be the only answer to that.
What cell phone firm did Linus Torvalds credit with boosting Helsinki's self-esteem? That's interesting because these cards they're from like the early 2000s. So this was like before Facebook, before smartphones. Like yeah.
I want to say Nokia.
It's not a bad guess. Nokia is not a bad guess.
I mean, they're famously Nordic.
Yeah. We'll find out. Science and nature. What genus and species for modern man comes from the Latin phrase meaning wise man? Oh, we all know the answer to this. All right, I'm gonna not answer because I know people are gonna put the right answer in the chat. What genus and species for modern man comes from the Latin phrase meaning wise man? Like we know this. It's like the Latin name for human.
Oh, yeah.
Gatefish.
Sapien, sapien.
Yeah.
Gatefish.
Homo sapien, a sapien. Sports and leisure. What Red Sox slugger, Mexican on his mother's side, became the first inductee to the Hispanic Heritage Baseball Museum Hall of Fame? Might actually. That's your answer to everything. I don't actually know that. Red Sox. What Red Sox slugger became the first inductee to the Hispanic Heritage Baseball Museum Hall of Fame? I don't know.
Robert Redford.
Yes.
Sammy
Famously
Sosa.
Jackie.
Oh,
what
that's
was her
Victoria London Fogg had the same guess. I think that might be it. Although
I don't
Mexican on
know.
his mother's side,
Red Sox or not.
so it might be someone with like a not Mexican last name.
Jackson.
I don't know. Shoeless
Probably
Joe.
not.
Left
What?
shoe James.
Left shoe Jimmy. Last question, wild card. What two pageant winners does Miss Teen USA bunk with when she's in New York City on official business? Oh, I wonder if this is like, so do like the runner-up? Do like second and third place? Do they all have to travel together just in case something happens to the main one? Is that what it is?
What about last year's winner?
Oh, I bet one of them is last year's winner.
And the runner-up. I like the idea there.
I bet it's related pageants. One of them is probably Miss America.
Oh, right. It might be like, okay, yeah, like Miss Teen USA, Miss Adult USA, and Miss Child USA.
Well,
They got
the two,
three of them in one room?
yeah, they're not going to spring for a private room for a beauty pageant winner.
Yeah.
Yeah. How's she a beauty pageant winner if there's no one to look at how beautiful she is?
That I was gonna chalk it up to, but that's a great argument, Kitty.
Yeah. Also, like the Miss Universe, people make way more money off of them than they ever get.
I'm gonna guess Miss
I had a
USA
horrible
and Mrs. USA.
I did have a horrible answer that I chose not to say out loud.
I think I know your answer, and I think it's good not to say it out loud. All right, answers. What will they be? Answers. Let's see. And then we gotta go. I can't believe it. All right. Which is farthest west? Atlanta, Cincinnati, or Detroit? It is Cincinnati.
That's crazy.
Cincinnati. Okay.
They do weird things with chili there.
Weird, delicious things.
Yeah, I want to go to Skyline.
What comedian served up a bestseller with fried green tomatoes at the Woodstock Cafe in 1987? It was Fanny Flagg. What cell phone firm did Linus Torvalds credit with boosting Helsinki's self-esteem? Nokia. I wonder if they would take that back now. That's interesting. There was a time when cell phones boosted self-esteem, everyone.
I mean, it makes sense that it would want to go.
It didn't last.
No. Well, I mean, the Nokias did. They're unkillable.
That's true. Yeah, they're still around. What genus and species for modern man comes from the Latin phrase meaning wise man? Homo sapien.
Canis familiaris. Dang.
Australopithecus. What
Homo
red
erectus.
What Red Sox slugger, Mexican on his mother's side, became the first inductee to the Hispanic Heritage Baseball Museum Hall of Fame? Ted Williams.
Oh, I almost guessed that. No, I didn't. I didn't.
And last question. What? Oh,
Well, I was going to say, wasn't he the cartoonist who created Cosmic Cow? But I'm probably the only person old enough to remember Too Close for Comfort, the Jim J. Bullock vehicle.
it was his second career after baseball. He became an animator. What two pageant winners does Miss Teen USA bunk with when she's in New York City on official business? Miss USA and Miss Universe.
Wow.
Ooh.
I wonder what they talk about. I'd love to be a fly on the wall. So, very curious.
Well, I didn't get very far, but here's how much I have so far.
Ooh, mother, sons of biscuits. That's gorgeous.
Pretty.
Yeah.
Pretty. And soothing.
Yeah.
Pleasurable to look at.
Oh, it's soothing and pleasurable. I guess you could call that the mandala effect.
I like that. I'm gonna keep that.
You're welcome to it. And also your backup.
Thank you.
Well, everyone, we are at time. We've come to the end of the show. This was a lovely crafting. I got this car pretty much done. We got to see Cubby's purple room. Mab, how many mugs did you get done?
I don't know, but I did fill one case of 36. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 made that are cooling. So that's 30, 41, 42 because that beep. And then I have a lot more taped right here ready to go in to the press. So, wow, better than I thought. I was starting to get a little bit overwhelmed. I'm like,
This is a little secret joke that I do to myself. Like, I know the normal thing is like this, like Satan, but I always do the sign language love sign instead. And nobody seems to notice, but it's just a little joke just for me where I'm like, yeah.
Sometimes
And
I
I'm
like
just
to do
I love you.
a little.
Anubis,
How are you?
Llama.
Wow.
Llama. All right, everyone. Well, that's the end of our show. I love you all so much. We'll see you next week. I think next week I have a student show, so I can be there for like the first hour, and then I have to go.
Look at what Victoria Lynn Fogg said. Time to
Oh.
make like a guillotine and head off.
I love it.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. It's time to make like a kitty and chaos.
Wow.
Well, you know, it's a great thing to do after you've made like gallows and dropped in.
It's time to make like a cubby and out the belly later. I don't know. Gotcha.
It's true. I'm saying that all the time.
It's time to make like a mab and just mab.
Always be mabbing. ABM.
Always be mabbing.
Always. be.
It's time to make like a Yoshi and green.
And on that note, roll those closing credits.
It's the worst I could do on short notice.
I love it.